Hi friends, isn't this such a cute little wall hanging or shelf hanger? I use these 4x4 wood pieces that I get on Amazon, and they are perfectly smooth and straight and ready to go. You don't have to sand them or anything. They're just nice and smooth and so nice. I love them. And they're about a ½ inch thick, just slightly under a ½ inch. So they're just perfect for little projects like what we're doing here today. So I'm beginning by painting the edges and the back in black chalk paint. Just one coat, getting those on there really well. This, it's by Full Car, and that is such great paint. This only needed one coat. I'm just getting those other two sides that I kind of missed. Make sure those are dry, and then I can turn it over. Just wanted to make sure that paint a little bit came over the edges, but it doesn't matter. So these are my kitchen essentials prints that are in my Etsy shop, and these are gorgeous. They just have such rich, vibrant colors, all kinds of kitchen crocks and utensils and roosters and recipe cards and all kinds of fun images. So the link to those will be below, but I just got some sized perfectly for this little plaque. And so right now I'm just measuring a ½ inch down and a ½ inch over on both edges to make some little markings to drill some holes. So I'm just going to drill one hole on each of those ends. And this is my little mini cordless rechargeable drill that I keep here in my craft station. It's just so nice and handy. No, it's not as powerful as the ones out in my husband's garage, but it works perfectly for my needs for things like this. So I'm just drilling a hole on each end, and we're good to go. And it's even got the reverse speed, so it's fantastic. This is my desktop vacuum cleaner. I love this thing. Just gets up all that sawdust and paint particles, paper particles, whatever. So now I'm just kind of making sure it fits real nice on there. And then I'm going to put a layer of Mod Podge all over. So I'm trying to get this last little bit out of this jar, and it wasn't enough. Just using a little sponge I get at Dollar Tree. I just cut a little piece off. So I had to get another bottle opened. Now I've got quite a generous layer, and I'm just making sure every little bit is touched with the Mod Podge, especially all to the edges and corners. I'll give that a dry. I mostly dry it. It might have been a tiny bit still tacky in places, but that was totally fine. So it's mostly dry. And now I'll lay that print on there. Make sure I get it straight, lined up nicely. Then put parchment paper over it, and I'm using my mini heat press. Just ironing that really well, clear to the corners and edges again, probably for 20 to 30 seconds. And it is nice and hot. So now I'm just going to sand off the excess. Now for edges. And in some spots it left kind of the white of the paper on the edge. And I didn't want that because it's the black, on the edges that I painted. So after I get it all smooth, get all those fuzzies off, I'm just going to take my, I don't know what color this is, but it's Distress ink in a dark charcoal color, maybe close to black, and getting all those little edges, and it blended right in. So I'm just using a stylus that I get at Dollar Tree, finding those holes and just punching through that paper. This is my black rebar wire. I get this on Amazon. I'm just coming up from the back, leaving about 1 inch or so on the top. Just using some little needle nose and curling that wire. Then I press it flat against the front. I'm just guesstimating how much I need. I'm getting my wire cutters. I'll cut that off. And then before I put it in and do the other side, I'm just wrapping around a pencil a few times. You can do as much or as little as you want. I just like the wire to be all skittywampus and not straight at all. It started coming out on my other side. I had to push that back down. And then I'm making it flat in the back and then pushing that back down. And then I'll do the same thing with this one. Just curl it and then press it flat against the front. And I just think these are so, so cute. So I've got these cute tags that I have in my Etsy shop. It's a huge bundle. In fact, there's 795 printable tags in all kinds of sizes and shapes and styles, all kinds of themes and holidays and seasonal ones. Anything you can think of, it's probably in there. So I'm just kind of trimming it down. And then I'm rounding all the corners. It says Farm Fresh on it. I'm going to distress this a bunch. And I actually printed those on coffee-stained cardstock. I'm just going to punch a hole and use some thin twine. Bend it in half, stick that loop through the hole, and then bring those tails up through the loop. So I'm going to wrap that same thin twine around my fingers a few times, and then gather it in the center and wrap that one tail around the center a few times. Then I'm just going to glue that in the right top corner, kind of above the curled piece of wire. Just spread those loops out and arrange them the way I want them, and the tails too. And before I put my tag on, I decided I want a few sprigs of greenery on it. So I got these plants that I get at Walmart, just cut some tiny little leaf sprigs. I'm just gluing some under the top part and under the side, going down some. I'm going to put a tiny piece on the top a little bit too, coming out from underneath the bow. Now I'm going to put that tag on, cut the excess twine off. And then, as I usually do, I'm going to put a cute little button right in the center. Sometimes I thread them and sometimes I don't. If they're small enough, I don't worry about it. So I'm just trying to find one that I like that I think will look really good. Went with a basic, kind of a darker one. Oh, and I am going to sew this one, that's right. I just kind of like the threaded look. It kind of looks finished to me. Just go up and down those holes a few times, cut it off in the back, and then I'll glue that right in the center of that bow. And it looks so cute. I love this. I think it would look great just on a tiered tray, hanging from a shelf, hanging in a small little section of your wall in your kitchen. But there you go. Thanks for watching, and you have a whimsical day.